All right, what's up, MegoLike geeks and freaks? It's been a very long time. A lot of personal changes happened very quickly. But I want to get to it on here. You can find it on my Facebook page. I already streamed it live. What we have is Case, a lunatic. All right. Anyway, so I got a lot of cool stuff to show you guys. A lot of cool stuff to show you guys. And why do I have that on? Sorry. A lot of cool stuff to show you guys. I want to start off with this. The rest of the stuff's in the car. I was running around and putting my home back together after it was invaded by foreigners and nearly destroyed. And all you can do is laugh because our legal system is a little fucked. All right, anyway, let's see what we got going on. So I got this package in the other day. I got a bunch of packages and stuff in the car. I'm going to bring them out. You just have to give me a little patience, but I was very excited for this. This is not the easiest thing to find loose, but boxed, it's pretty tough. It's never cheap. And it's rarely complete. And part of the reason is when I show you in a minute is the material that it's made out of. So, all right, let me go. Hey, let me throw up the chat so you guys can see the chat. Did I do chat? Is it up there? Oh, it's not overlaid. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. All right, Buck. Thank you, man. Thank you. You're not gonna see the comment yet because I forgot to put the overlay on. All right. Thank you. It's been a long experience. It's definitely been a learning experience. Anyway, let's go on. I'll talk about that another time. All right. So this is what came in. This is the Kenner Steve Scout Balloon Race to Devil's Canyon, a ballooning high adventure set. Now, hold that up a little bit. The idea behind the Kenner Boy Scout stuff, or some of the stuff that made them really cool, was that the Boy Scout uniforms were accurate to scale. These were about 9-inch figures. There was Steve Scout, then they made Bill Scout, they made Dave Scout, and I forgot what the other one is. Shit, I forgot who it is. It's Craig Scout. So Craig and Dave are Cub Scouts. I can bring them up there. There we go. So there's Bill. Yeah, it is Bill. I haven't done this in so long. Sorry, I'm very rusty. But got the two Scouts over here. Where the hell are you? Over here, and then you've got the Cub Scouts here. The Cub Scouts are harder to get. So you're going to order. Steve Scout's the easiest one. He comes up the most. Bill Scout probably second easiest. Craig Scout, and then Dave Scout. And not easy to find. There's also different versions. You see, these are the Windows box versions. These are the later ones. The original ones came in closed box versions, like the old original Migos. You forgot. I thought I said Bob Scout. Didn't I? Did I say Bill Scout? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. It's Steve Scout is the white guy. Bob Scout is the black guy. Craig Scout is the little white Cub Scout. And Dave Scout is the black Cub Scout. So these are the set. Interestingly enough, I just noticed this. You see here, looks like this is kind of, I don't know if somebody must have put something on the inside, protected, but what they would do is they put these little Boy Scout logos, these fleur-de-lis, and you cut them out, and the thing inside, you could collect them and then mail them away for stuff. There's actually it's Bill Scout. That's the one. It's a mail away only. I saw one guy that has two of them. I have no idea how he found them. And there were some mail away sets that were completely different than these. And I'm sure somebody out there has them. I think there was like a snow set that you couldn't buy them. You just collect these points and send them in. But this is kind of neat. So the idea was you have this big giant hot air balloon and you have this basket. Now I have pieces to this in the back. Quite a few pieces for this. Like you can see here, he's sandbags on the side. You can see what happens is you have this mechanism that went over your door. This little red thing, and you could pull this string and make it go up and down. Now, the thing with the Steve Scout series, when they first came out with these, and they were, like I said, they were accurate to scale. They were all Boy Scout things, like things that Boy Scouts were doing for the most part. Then they started getting a little off the cuff. For example, this hot air balloon. Too many Boy Scouts are hot air ballooning. Also, if you guys remember, I have the giant glider. I could walk the laptop back there to show you, but there's the giant glider back there, which is kind of cool. But it's a very, very cool set. It's hard to find. The problem with this is that this piece, which is an inflatable balloon, if you will, It's thick, but it's, I believe, latex and therefore comes apart. So we're going to open this up a little bit. It is Kenner. Also made, and I probably should actually I should show this to you guys. I should have brought some over here. But also made with the Kenner Boy Scout figures, the bodies, even the hands doing the Cub Scout salute, and the accessory sets is Ferga's OK Mike. And he looks kind of like the $6 million man version, and the Steve Scout body, and even some of the stuff inside when you open it. It's the exact same equipment. It even has the Boy Scout logo and stickers on it, even though it's not supposed to be a Boy Scout. So they just bought or borrowed from Kenner. They had some kind of deal. So this one is actually, I think it's pretty complete other than the things cut off the back. And yeah, we're going to see. There's pieces. Yeah. So that's what's interesting about this one, I'm going to say, is that it's a... it's interesting. So they didn't cut a hole for this. They didn't cut a hole through the box here to get the stickers off that you can mail in. They just cut enough to peel the paper away. So that is actually the original cardboard that was on the box. There's no hole in there. I just took a look. Just enough to kind of, I guess, mail in. I don't know what they got, but there were some really cool sets in there. I don't even know how many kids would ever send away for them, but it had to be pretty limited because they're hard as hell to find. But if you take a look, the rest of the accessories they're mint. It still has the original stickers for the equipment. I guess the basket, they're still on the sticker sheet. Here is the actual instructions. You can see they looks like they haven't even cracked open, so we're probably gonna be the first one to crack them open. These are from the 1970s. Here it is. It shows you the instructions, how to put it together, what to do with it, how to get the balloon inside the net, put the ring together, and more of that. So this is really brand new. Even the basket itself is still folded onto the original cardboard, so it hasn't been put together. Now I have a basket in there I can show you. It's a basket. It folds up. It's plastic, and so I'll bring this down. But I have a basket in there that I could show you some extra parts. This is the pieces. These are the pieces that are always missing. This, which is what goes over your door. Okay, this would go over the door of your bedroom, I guess, wherever. And then you would hang the string and the balloon down from here. And so this would hold it up, and you would have a string you could pull. Can you do that again? It would make it go up and down. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look. Here's even a piece of the dried up original masking tape that was inside the box. Can't lose that. This actually is the ring that goes around the bottom of the balloon. And there's plastic pieces inside. So I don't want to bend this one because I have one there. But you could make this into a circle, put the piece, they go together. And then that part would basically hold this balloon. You can see it right there. That's the ring. Okay. The rest of the pieces are in here for now. Let me show you. I don't want to go too crazy open this up because they're still contained in the original packages. The strings are still wrapped up. I mean, it's pretty amazing. That kid, I guess he got it, he never used it, but he took the stars off to get something. I hope he got one of the Bill Scouts or something. But this is the part that's always rotten. It's just a latex balloon, right? And it looks like those that used to do you get them at the Woolworths, and they'd have the rubber band on them, and you could bang, 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 you just bang on them. But that's what this is. But there's it says not really dry, but there's no way I'm going to try and blow that up. It'll just destroy. They just disintegrate the latex, right? Let's put that back in. There's little plastic sandbags. You can see here, there's plastic. Can you see that? Those brown strings go to little plastic sandbags and ropes that hang off the balloon. I guess so you can grab it from the ground, if you will. And then let's take a look. And I'm very excited to get this set because you can get pieces. I have pieces in the back. I'll go bring some over. But then they always come with the little Boy Scout comic. And if you look on the back, all these circles here, this is where you would take those little circle things off the box that they cut, and you would glue them on and tape them, and then you could mail away for things over here. Let me show you the mail away stuff because it's cool. They're all unique sets that you will never find again. And then I'll show you something else in a minute. Now, this is a later edition Scout set. So like I said, the original Scout sets were pretty much just Boy Scout adventure sets, things Boy Scouts were really doing. I don't know too many Boy Scouts who were flying around in hot air balloons or doing hang gliders. I was a Boy Scout. I remember that stuff being in there. But that's kind of like they kind of started running out of ideas when it comes to more excitement. So they started making things that weren't quite accurate. So what you could do if you mailed away, here, let me show you these first. And this is, you would collect those stars and mail away for these. The first item here is Bill Scout. He was 25 stars, and you could get him for free. The second thing was the High Adventure Weather Shelter. It's basically a winter tent or an igloo. And then the last one is the High Adventure Observation. This is, you say, oh, we have that. They made 3 different versions of this, or what looks like this. I have one over there. This is a slightly different set. It's kind of a combo of 2 of their sets. And this actually is quite interesting. I never saw these before. I'm going to show them to you before we do that. First, we have these adventure sets, these little kits, which were little, they were just blister carded sets. OK Mike has all these exact same sets. They're just in Italian, and I could show them to you. What's really cool are these, and these never got made. As far as I know, these never made it. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure these were never made. So, historic American series, these were planned. So you'd have the Patriot, the Drummer Boy, the Frontier, which is basically Davy Crockett, and Out West. And they were going to make these, and they never made it. So it's like 2 American Revolutionary War figures, a Davy Crockett style, and a cowboy. And they never made it to production, which is sad. It's sad because they would have been really cool sets and then completely different. But you can see as the comic, it actually shows you what, the adventure, and you follow along the comic with that. And here's actually one of the observation towers, which I have over there. We'll take a walk over with the laptop to show you that. There you go. Steve, Bob, Dave, and Craig. There's your Boy Scout, Cub Scouts. I noticed they drew them. They illustrated them for comics. They didn't take pictures of them, which makes them cool. You've got all kinds of, whoa, great stuff in here. The books that you get, this is just a comic for this, but some of the books that come with the actual Boy Scout figures, they talk to you about what scouting is about. And I think it's basically like, it was almost a recruitment toy where kids like it. Hey, this is scouting, and you can be like this guy too. And so it was pretty neat for that kind of stuff. So we'll take let me go get the OK Mike stuff so I can give you an idea, and I'll show you a couple of the Scout figures. Let me get this back together. I was so excited that this is literally a never used set, which is so hard to find. But when you get done with it, it looks like that, and it's pretty big. But that balloon goes to shit. So the balloon race to Devil's Canyon. Let me go get some of the pieces there so I can show you. Some of these things are just, it's cool. The stickers are still here. Give me a sec. I'm doing this on a laptop, so let me see if I can join with my phone and take over. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can join with my phone and take over. I don't know if my phone will do it here. One sec. I've never done this before. Do this. Okay. Let me see. We're going to... Actually, it's not going to go with the phone. Fuck it. Let's just do it with the laptop. Too much work. All right. So we're going to take a little walk in the Toy Room of Solitude. It's been a while since I've been here. Literally forgot what I have. And Charlie, looks like I did not get the bat boat from you. Okay, so good. I picked up a bat boat from the McFarlane at Walmart pretty cheap. It's out in the car. We'll get that. But yeah, we had some people ruffling through our shit here, which they shouldn't have, but it's okay. So here is, so you guys can see, here's one of the Scout Towers. You can see here we have, let's say, Steve Scout, Bob Scout. This is Dave Scout. Don't fall, Dave. And of course, Craig Scout. One of the things I was going to show you tonight, it's out in the car, is I have Dave Scout in an original box. The box is pretty beat up, but he's in the box. Now what I want to show you is a little of this. Okay. This is Steve Scout and Bob Scout in the closed boxes. The window boxes were different. This is OK Mike. He came in red and he came in blue. This is him loose. If you take a look at his hand, let me turn it. Let you just see. Take a look at his hand over here. There we go. He has the Boy Scout hand. It's the same body that Kenner made for Steve Scout. It's exactly the same. All the outfits, the adventures, other than this like balloon set, these are all the same adventures as the Kenner Steve Scout. They're harder to find than Steve Scout, yet they cost less. I don't know why. They also made, now they made these, oh shit, they're all going to come down. They made blister card. This is going to come down. I'm not taking it down. They made blister carded sets for like an airline pilot stuff. Because OK Mike was kind of an Action Jackson, if you will. Kenner. He kind of has this kind of Steve Austin head. Take a close look at him. That's kind of a knockoff of that, if you will. Maybe a little Big Jim more like, possibly. And he came with these sets. This is one of the later sets. So obviously it's opened. And this is the Boy Scout glider. The logo's on the other side. They sit and then off they go. I have this set in box somewhere. I don't know where it is, and we will find it at some point. Right now I'm just trying to get the Toy Room of Solitude back together because we had some intruders. So I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere when I find it. Oh, here it is right here. Escape Glide from Eagle Canyon. From Eagle Mountain. So these are one of them's loose. I took out. The other one's box. It's complete and so on. Yeah, somebody was in here fucking around because these motherfuckers was up in my shit. Okay. Anyway, nice to say the Toy Room of Solid made it. And they did not steal all the Ghost of Captain Kids, which Hurley was very concerned. I can't blame him. Okay. So I have a bunch of other shit that I was going to show you guys, but it's all out in the car. And my daughter and I are kind of putting our house back together after not being here for 4 months. So I'm going to have to show them to you tomorrow or the next day. But I have Dave Scout in the box to show you. I have the new Target remote control Godzilla from Jada Toys. If you didn't get that or you haven't seen it, go check it out. Target is not my favorite store. I'm completely against their woke culture, and sorry if I offend anyone, but I don't give a shit. I'm just against it. But they do have, I think it's exclusive to them, this Godzilla remote control. They have a bunch of other stuff in there too that I have in the car. I showed you guys the Space Command Center, which is that set that's either a space set or a rock and roll set. Actually found some electronics. I could actually fix it, but my question is, do I leave it original? Don't fuck with it even if it's broken. Or do I fix it? Because if I fix it, I'm not going to use it anyway, right? So that's kind of one of the things. Plus, it's the original equipment. So I kind of like that. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff that I have out there. Stacks of comics I've been picking up. Jeez. I mean, there's so many things to go over. And I really wanted to show them all tonight, but I got my daughter upstairs. She's had a little bit of behavioral issues, not in a bad way, but this has been a really rough experience for her. And I want to make sure that she's whole and she's good. Plus our TV, it's finally decided enough's enough. We have to get it out because it's a 19-year-old Sony Bravia, which was like super expensive LCD, and it weighs a ton, but no applications on it. So we got to get TV. It's got applications that weighs 3 pounds, right? Yeah, but tons of stuff there. So I have not been in my Toy Room of Solitude for more than 2 minutes in 4 months until yesterday. And if you want to know what happened, you can go to my Facebook page, and I lived it out, which probably shouldn't have done that because it's kind of makes you look dumb. But at the same time, people need to know that there are fucking Shivos in the world. So anyway, so I'm very excited to get back in the Toy Room Solitude. I realized all my Big Jim, I mean, these are still here. This was probably one of the last lives I did and completely forgot about it, which is all these Big Jim prototype, or not for resale ones, or the prototype ones where they're if you take a look, it's burned in, not for sale. They did them on the Big Jims, on their chests. This one's one. It's on his leg. You can see it's on his thigh, maybe, right here. And I have all these. The funny thing about these Big Jims, which is crazy, and these are actually, so here, let me show you something that you probably don't know. So these are prototypes for very expensive versions, some of them, expensive versions of Big Jim, and very hard to find. One of them, I think, I forget, was it made? I think Dan Samilla was telling me they made it, or it was only a prototype. I don't remember. It's been a while. Like I said, I'm still getting my shit together on my bearings. But again, it was like these 6 not for sale figures. I'm sorry, salesman samples. I shouldn't say prototypes. They're salesman samples. So 6 of them I paid, I don't know, like $100 for, something ridiculous. I mean, all of these figures in itself, when they're not salesman's versions, they're expensive. Here you go. I think this is Professor Rob. See, they were all, the guy must have worked for Mattel or bought them from someone who's dousing off his collection because they're all there. This one, is this one of them too? I don't remember. I think this one came with it. So this one, this is one of the if I can do this with this head on. Yeah, this is one of the one where you can you spin the faces. Yeah, this is one of the face spins, and you can change the masks. So, but it's very, very cool. He's got his arm wristlet and everything. I didn't realize this thing actually opened. Talking to Danny Gates, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know this opened. I thought it was just like that in accident. But yeah, Wolfpack, all that shit. So these are some cool ones. But there's so much stuff that I have going on here, and there's so much to show you guys. And got to be honest with you, like it was a very rough 4 months. 3 of them were voluntary, but when you're dealing with something that's volatile, you have 2 choices. You can be volatile back and take the consequence of doing that, or you can step aside and let them burn themselves out and do whatever they have to do and just step over you. But being a parent, you especially with a special needs kid and being the only one who takes care of her, I don't have those liberties because if I didn't have her, I probably would have been a yeller and a screamer at that point because I just don't like people who do that. Bullying is not acceptable to me in any shape or form, no matter who it is, man, woman, child. So we're glad to be back. We're breathing again. Amanda and I are putting our house back together. I got to go through all my stuff and figure out what I have, what I don't have. It's almost like Christmas again because I'm rediscovering everything. Actually, somebody reached out to me about the Spider-Man copter. And I have it for him, although the propeller might be broken. I have to look. But anyway, thank you guys that were actually helping me through all this. Actually, all you guys were helping me, whether you realize it or not, because you're posting in the room and guys that were a little more in the inner circle of information that I was divulging very little that stood by me, like Sanchez, Danny G, Dan Samillo, Martin, Rich, Johnny, Max, David Gunn. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. George. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'm still a little in shock. And everybody else that was posting in the room the whole time. You guys kept it going. Whether you saw me posting or not, I was reading a lot and just seeing what you guys were doing. And it kind of took my mind away from things. Not an easy thing. And fortunately, I have a very good friend here as my business partner who completely went out of her way to help Amanda and I. If it wasn't for her, I don't know where we would have wound up. I'm not kidding. It was actually interesting. It was an interesting experience, but the end goal is that we're back where we need to be and that Amanda and I are happy and safe. She's got her room back. I got my room back. I hadn't slept in my bed in over 3 years. I told Martin that today. Over 3 years, I had not slept in my own bed. Can you imagine that? Voluntarily. But anyway, that's not toy talk. So toy stuff. Right now, I am hoping that some of the stuff that I'm out there for bid on is going to come in. I might be selling some things, so don't bombard me yet with stuff. I might be selling some stuff. I'm not sure. But I really want to show you guys the Remote Control Godzilla. I'm going to show you guys the Space Center again. I want to show you the big Jim figures I got from Europe. I want to show you the jungle set that is kind of a mix of like a mini version of like a Mego Batcave or more like a Action Jackson Lost Continent set with some Planet of the Apes. It's pretty neat. All kinds of shit. And I got to go look and see what else is here. Also, we almost had a disaster in the Toy Room of Solitude while I was not in the home. The person that was here let the water run in the back and decided to let it run. And at the last possible minute, I guess, I was informed that the water was running and I came rushing over here. And I was in here with a shop vac for 2 hours getting it out of here. Broke my back that day. Just to make sure nothing got into the Toy Room of Solitude. Because the original reason that I stopped collecting this basement was all glass cabinets in the middle and on the edge. It was like a museum to walk through. I loved it. And I really want to do that again. It was so much fun. I mean, I got all these plastic shells and stuff and they're fun, but it was cool. And all these different cabinets from IKEA. And then I got water and they all got ruined. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not collecting anymore. I'm done. And that's when kind of things went different. So I started selling, then I started buying cars, and that was it. Anyway, thank you for everyone. We really appreciate you guys being in the room. I also noticed the room jumped up like 20-something people in like 2 or 3 days, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. But that's really great. We love to have you guys in there. The room is for you guys. It's not for us to control you. It's not for us to tell you what to post. It's not for us to tell you what to say. If you're going to be a dick and you know what that means, you don't have to be stupid and you don't have to pretend like you're stupid. then we're probably going to say, hey, you can't do that, but only under extreme circumstances. But post, you guys can post, you can sell, you can trade. Just be good to the people you're posting and selling with, right? Be honorable. Please make sure that when you sell something, you describe it as accurately as possible so there's no contention or drama. Please make sure that you guys are fair with each other. That's what's most important. And don't be trying to sell no repos and trying to say they're original. Hells no. Okay, anyway, that's it. Anyway, I hope you guys are great. Thank you guys all for watching. I will post more and more stuff in there. I'm going to have to go back and read the comments when I'm done. But I'll put some more shit up there for you guys to see. I'm going to try tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff we got to do. And right now I'm going to go try and mount a 75-inch TV by myself. Should be fun. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for everything. We're really appreciative of you being in the room. This is not a place for us to show that we're the superstars and you guys are just members. No. Everybody's a superstar in the room. Everybody's great. And never be afraid to show your collection. I didn't have this all the time. This actually is, this collection is way bigger than it was my original time. And I'd collected for, actually, I can't say that. No, it is. I expanded a lot. And the reason I expanded is because guys like you were saying, hey, Lou, did you see these? Hey, Lou, did you see these? And I see you guys posting your videos. I'm like, those are cool. Whereas originally I was doing just Migos and Lily Ladies and knockoff Migos and so on. So, yeah, that's it. All right, instead of rambling, thank you guys so much. Truly appreciate it. Peace out, bitches. And in all honesty, seriously, thank you to everyone who helped get me through this shit. I could have never done it without you guys. It was tough, really tough. So I think it's about the closest thing to being in prison as I could imagine. And the worst part's when your kid's suffering 4 inches autistic and she doesn't get it. So, yeah. And then they're saying she's not autistic. They're contesting her autism. I'm like, yeah, that's not good. Anyway, hope you guys have a great evening. Peace, bitches.